Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to get into a couple little things, and then later today we are moving into campground just north of us here. It should be a pretty fun weekend. It's kind of like Christmas in July. But first thing we got to get done is this chicken coop kind of run area that I have for the chickens. It's kind of getting to the point where it's going to need some maintenance, but the first thing I need to do is fix the door on here. The door has pretty much had it. They're all wanting to come out. I may just let them out early today to get this door fixed. But it's all broke down here. This section is completely come off. So I'm just going to fix this temporary for now. I'll probably just put a piece of plywood about halfway down all the way around, just to stabilize it for now, and fix this board here. As you see, it's broke. Girls want to go out? Well, I'll go ahead and let them out. That way I'm not worried about them running out, because they're gonna get out anyhow while I'm fixing this door. So I'll go ahead and let them out. Fly away, birds, fly away. All right, well, I'm gonna gather up some tools and maybe a piece of plywood, take some measurements here, and get this fixed real quick. So I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. All right, well, I got my measurements. Piece of plywood's going to be 24 by 32, and then I need to get a 2 by, I think I have a 2 by 2.5 or something like that over there. That's got to be cut at 71 3/4. That'll help support where the door latches. So I'm going to gather up this plywood and a 2 by 2.5 and get that stuff cut. Okay, this is the door. Like I said, this is temporary. That plywood, I know it's not going to last, but I have to rebuild the whole front of this thing. But for now, this will work. It'll at least stop right there. It won't fall in a little bit. The hinges seem to be okay. Just got to staple that stuff down. Now the only thing I got to do is strengthen up these 2x4s right here. So once I get that done, this will be temporarily fixed, and the door will actually work. They've been getting out of that bottom corner because the wire wasn't even stapled to anything. So go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, all fixed up. and it's sturdy enough. So that's all fixed up. The only thing else I got to do out here is move these hay wagons. We're getting ready to do our second cutting. The roofing company that's going to do the roof on that barn right there is scheduled to come in at the end of August. That is going to be too late for us to put hay in there. So what we're going to do is, in the one bay of my garage, we're going to put the hay in there for now. You know, I'll just have to move the baler over to the other bay, clean the garage out again, and all that good stuff. But once I get the roof done, then we'll go from there. Maybe we'll move it, maybe we won't. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of bales off the backfield. I'm thinking 250, 300 at the most. It's just that drought that hit us 3 weeks after we fertilized didn't help us much, so I don't think we're going to get that many bales. So they'll go ahead and go in the garage. The hay baler did break again. I replaced that chain. You guys seen that video? The chain on the opposite side, the little chain that runs the pickups, broke. Now that was a newer chain. I don't know, maybe it got stressed when it got bound up or what. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that chain here in the future and hopefully run the second cutting through it with no problems. But I'm beginning to think maybe I might have to move on from this baler, because I can't spend the time fixing it constantly on those small things. It may be something more major that needs replaced on it. Who knows? I'm not that familiar with the baler as far as inside where the bearings and stuff are. But we'll see. It may have just gotten stressed. So I'm going to move these tractors and I'll get back with you. Alright, well, we got those moved back here. I'm going to go ahead and push the manure up a little bit and go ahead and park the tractor. The last field I was doing, I went underneath the tree and it ripped my muffler completely off the tractor. You can tell I put a new one on. But that wasn't fun at all, because I had to kind of just mix match pieces and parts to get a muffler put on there. The original muffler that goes to that tractor is almost $200. I got $60 in that muffler right there, so I'm going to go that route every day of the week. $200 is just too much for this tractor for right now, but it's a lot quieter at least. But yeah, that sucked because it knocked it off right when I was starting to cut the field. And it was so loud, it sounded like a derby car. But we'll go ahead and get this manure pushed up and I'll get back to you guys. go over here and take a peek at the garden. It's doing pretty good. That matting that I put down is a lifesaver. I barely have to weed anything, just a couple little things that come up through the little hole that I cut for the plant, and it's saved me a ton of time. I already got peppers on. Tomatoes, they're getting ready to start flowering here pretty soon. These peppers, like I said, this whole row of peppers right here are all mystery peppers. And then there's broccoli down there. And I replanted some of my beans that didn't come up, and they've all come up. So, and this, you know, like my beans are already flowering. So these will come up, so there'll be like a second wave of beans. Now, probably 80% of the ones that I replanted come up. Same thing with the corn. Those will be way behind. But there's enough sweet corn here to fertilize everything, you know, each other. You got to have enough sweet corn in your garden, otherwise it doesn't want to fertilize each year, and you won't have a lot of kernels in your ear of corn. And the zucchini's doing great. These things always do good. I don't care where you plant them. You plant these things on the moon and they'll grow. But they always produce well. Actually, more than what I ever want. They always do well. So there'll be a lot of zucchini bread made, that's for sure. Broccoli, I'm not sure about. Not really producing any head yet in there, so I don't know really if it's going to. I've had a couple years where it just it'll grow big, the plant will be nice, and it doesn't produce anything. So I don't know. Then the cucumbers are doing good. They're coming on slow, but I had heard that you're not really even supposed to plant your cucumbers until a little bit before July 4th. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Doesn't seem like they really produce until August anyhow, so they got a few flowers on them, but there won't be cucumbers on there probably for another 3 weeks. But I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I'm gonna start another video up for us going camping. I'm gonna try to get as much footage as I can. I know I tell you that every time, and I just get sidetracked and forget to pick up the camera. Just getting everything loaded and stuff like that. But let's see what I can get. Probably most of it will be on my phone, so maybe it'll be a little easier. But until then, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.